are talking about Super Tuesday and superintendents that we bring in the greater Houston area. And so speaking of children, we want to talk to Pasadena superintendent right now, Dr. Tony Lopez. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Now, one of the things you talk about is teaching the whole child. So what do you mean by that?
So we want to make sure that our kids have an environment where they feel safe and they have that sense of belonging. We know that if we can't have them have their mindset right, that they can't learn anything else. And so we work really hard at making sure they're physically active and making sure that their social and emotional needs are met so that we can pour into them all the academics that they need.
And speaking of academics, the graduation rate is above the state average for you all. What do you attribute all that to?
Well, I think the whole child is a part of that, but also our teachers are, I think we have the best in the state. I will always say that our teachers are some of the best that really know how to present lessons to students to where they are on their level, and when they don't get something and they don't understand something, we build in time every day for teachers to be able to circle back to help students.
And that is so big. I actually just recently had the parent-teacher conference, and those are so important. How important is that parent involvement for the child?
Oh, we value that because we actually have something unique in our district where we have parent coordinators at most of our campuses where they're able to coordinate events with parents, and so we feel like that is something that makes us successful when we are engaged with our parents and with our community.
Definitely. All right, so tell me about the largest early college graduation class with the associates and diploma.
Oh, this is something we're very proud of, and it's something that's above and beyond what's required by the state. And so we have an early college high school program, and we do it a little bit differently than other school districts. For 9th and 10th grade, our students stay on their comprehensive high school. We just have a separate area, like a school within a school. And so they take their early college high school classes there, and then they move to San Jacinto College, either South or Central, for their 11th and 12th grade year. We feel like it is the right type of transition between high school and college, but we have lots of kids that graduate with their associate's degree 2 weeks before they graduate with their high school diploma.
This is so great and invaluable, really, just because you're looking at what the community needs when it comes to the job force and all of that. You have to be in tune with what is out there so that they're not graduating with not being able to get any jobs.
Correct.
All right, and then what about the career and technology distinctions and award-winning programs?
Talk about making them ready for the job force.
Yes.
So we have about 6,000 of our students get a industry-based certification before they ever graduate high school. So if they wanted to leave high school and just go out in the workforce, that they have something to fall back on, and they have that. Of course, we push our kids academically to go to college, but some of our programs, they can earn even a higher wage by going out with those certifications. Our community is very committed to that. Our board is very committed to that. We were wrapping up our 2022 bond where we added in things for like auto mechanics and welding with that bond program, and then we have a huge grant that we have also that helps us with our state-of-the-art maritime program, which is very fitting right here on the Ship Channel.
Yes.
We also, with that grant, have something called a CTE mobile lab that we are rolling out this school year to focus on our 7th and 8th graders. So we're getting them interested in STEM with that mobile lab with our 7th and 8th graders so that they can transition into high school.
Wow, that is amazing. All right, so the Fine Arts Award in both music and rodeo art, I mean, it's not just the careers. You guys are really thriving in other areas as well.
That is correct. So talk about the whole child. We
Yes.
look at all of it there. This is our 19th consecutive year where we're voted one of the best communities for music, and we take that very seriously in our district, and we're supported by our school board who feels like that is a piece of the student that we want to make sure is fully developed, and so that is something we're very proud of, and we will continue to support that. And talk about rodeo art. Right now the Pasadena Livestock Show and Rodeo is going on, and our students' artwork is exhibited there. And then when we get to the Houston Rodeo, last year our students won over $350,000 in scholarships for their artwork. So if you're ever out at the rodeo, take time to go by and see that artwork. It's amazing.
I am a big proponent of that because I'm not going to try to brag or anything, but I was actually at one of those arts like way back in the day in elementary school.
Good.
And so it was just, I got a ribbon, which was awesome. I think I still have the ribbon somewhere, but it makes such a huge impact. You guys spreading your wings and being in the community like this. What's the response been by parents and people around the community?
Well, I think we've just become known as community advocates for our students and what our students need. And so it's kind of like it's just an expectation, and that's what we do, and we'll continue to do that. We'll listen to what our community needs and wants from our students, because we know they're our future. They're our future of the whole Pasadena community. And so us listening to the community and providing them what they need and want is very important to us.
Yes, so excellence is expectation, and you'll get it there. All right, and just lastly, Texas Invitational Basketball Tournament. Tell us about that.
Well, this is something we've had for over 20 years in Pasadena ISD, and it's called The Road to State Begins Here with basketball. So we have the state's highest talents that come into town. And that's some that are here already in town the weekend before Thanksgiving break, and we host tournaments games at all of our high schools and our Phillips Fieldhouse, and it is one of the biggest basketball tournaments in the state, and we have sponsors that come from all over to have sponsorship. It is televised. The final games are televised, so anybody that's looking to sponsor a good basketball tournament, we're still looking for sponsors, so bring it on if you have it.
All right. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Lopez, for coming out and telling us all about the school district. It seems amazing.
It is certainly my pleasure. I'm very proud of our school district, and will continue to partner with our community and continue to talk about the great things going on with our kids in Pasadena ISD.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you so much.